Hey there everybody, Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter.
This video is our Survivor Winners at War Episode 7 promo discussion. We are going to break down everything that we have seen in the promo for what is coming up, plus what wasn't in the promo. I have felt really confident that there was going to be a merge coming up because there's only 12 people in the game, and then you add someone from Edge back in, 13. Yep. That all made sense.
Yeah, and nothing in the preview.
This doesn't make as much sense because I feel like you want to bring everyone together to really start the chaos. But I will posit this. There could still be a merge. Survivor could be screwing with us. We'll dive into everything, but before we do, if you do enjoy this video, give us a like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any other updates. I guess for me, the only thing I'll say about having just 3 tribes of 4 if there is no merge is it just doesn't feel like there's a lot of room for there to be a lot of really interesting storylines when you have so few people per tribe.
Yeah, I agree. Especially with the tribe where we've got Yule, because there's the 3 of them and then Michelle's on the outs. So, I mean, is there really a lot of wiggle room here at all? If they end up going to tribe, is it just sorry Michelle? Is there enough story going on?
I'm legitimately worried about it, though I will also say this. At this time last week, I was sort of like, okay, it's obvious Tony's going to be voted out from the DeKal tribe. Yep. It's obvious Adam's going to be voted out from Yara. Sele is not going to tribal council. And other than Parvati maybe being in danger, I think I completely just blew it on everything else. So
I'm just glad that Yule is all right. That's what I want.
I'm so complicated because I'm happy Tony is there, but Tony also didn't do well at all tonight. And then I lost Sandra, I lost Parvati. They are still all on edge of extinction. Though right now, to me, if we were going to talk about Edge for a second, we don't know how they're going to get back into the game.
Nope.
It could be a puzzle, it could be a physical thing, it could be an endurance thing, but I think we have to say Natalie plus Peanut Butter Tyson, which is what I feel like we should call him for at least until the merge happens.
Yeah, Natalie's looking like she's going to end up having some sort of hopefully some sort of advantage to be able to get back in. She's earned it with all these tokens that she's actually been able to find. Tyson and his peanut butter was actually a very smart move. I said this in the other video. I'll say it here too. It's got a lot of protein. He's right. If it is something physical, you do need to be well fed, and peanut butter is a really important protein. It's an easy way to get protein. He's got a lot of it.
I just hope he has some water nearby because peanut butter makes me really, really thirsty.
Yeah.
That is all I will say. But no, I think they are sort of the clear front runners at the moment whenever this happens, whether it be in episode 7, some point down the line. But let's examine these 3 tribes and what seems to be going on here now. Because at Sele, you've got the Yule Alliance. Your Yule Alliance here, and then
Alliance. I like that. I like that.
Yule is your Survivor champion, so you might as well go up this alliance. But
he is. But after tonight, Denise is really going up there. She is really smart. She is very social, and she will cut you. So I've got a little bit of my game into Denise now as well.
So on Sele, the biggest storyline is okay. Michelle is still there.
Yep.
She's still got a chance. There's no evidence that we're going to have another double tribal council, so maybe they can just win immunity and she will be fine. But is there anything whatsoever that she can do at this point? Because it was obvious it was going to be Parvati. It is just as obvious that it's going to be Michelle now.
There's a small part of me that's wondering if Yule's looking away from Wendell after what happened tonight. I mean, he did basically put out a real offer to Parv to, vote the way that she wanted, and that looked very concerning to Yule. So even though Wendell did the right thing and continued to vote with them, I'm sure he's got that on his mind of, okay, well, is Wendell going to do this to me next time or the next time? But Michelle hasn't done anything to me, and she's a free agent right now. So is it possible then that him and Nick are just going to look and start to build a better relationship with someone who hasn't tried to screw them over?
I think they certainly should look at it. I don't know if they will, but I think you're right. I think they should, because Michelle, yeah, she has other people she's working with. She's close with Jeremy. But Parvati is gone. She was close to Parvati. Parvati's not there anymore, so you don't have to worry about her being pulled away in that direction. But if Wendell is going to be this cutthroat, I think Yul can be cutthroat, but I'm trying to like dive into the recesses of my Yul brain from his first time that he played. I think he is someone who does care a lot about his allies, and I think Yul is not the sort of player who's going to be extremely, extremely backstabby and cutthroat on that level. I could see Yul being concerned about this, but I think the challenge is Michelle goes to Yul, makes this argument. I think Yul would hear her out. Then they have to go to Nick, because then they need to actually get the majority of vote, because I don't think that they would do any sort of crazy tie scenario at this point.
No, I don't think so either. And I mean, I think that Yul and Nick would hear her out. And depending on if Wendell is still kind of getting in front of himself like he did in the episode tonight, I mean, I could see them actually really considering it. I don't think you would really see it as a, oh, cutthroat, and I'm going to get rid of Wendell, but more of a, I'm concerned that he's not actually with us, and I need people I can trust to be able to go forward to make my plans work. And if I can't trust Wendell 100%, then I got to replace him with somebody. So it's not really about like, oh, let's cut him. It's more of, I need to build a really strong alliance of people that will come with me to the end.
I think because of what Wendell did, and unless there's something we didn't see, like Wendell having a conversation with them to let them know what was going on, I think we have to trust what we saw, and that does think that Yul should be at least slightly paranoid. And so much of the narrative this season has been about who are the really big winners and who are sort of the under-the-radar winners. You know, Parvati, a big winner, dangerous to keep her. Maybe Yul would look at Michelle, who is not as big a winner, and be like, okay, this is someone who I think I can beat a little bit later on down the road.
Yeah, that's possible too.
Okay, so we got also a little tease into Dekal where I don't know if Tony, if the ladder is broken, if he's done catching sharks. I guess if he says he got rid of Sandra, you can't catch sharks anymore because she's really the person responsible.
Yeah.
So Tony is now taking it upon himself to have foot races with people on the beach.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of went off the rails a little bit tonight and got really paranoid and went back to his spy shack thing. Maybe he's like, okay, you know what? I messed up a little bit. I kind of put a tiny bit of a target on me when I didn't even need to. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go back to being fun time Tony and doing silly things and taking the sort of the pressure off me, and that people will look away from me. So I'm going to have a foot race with myself down the beach.
Why not? The thing that I'm wondering is also because there were two idols that were played, and Denise sort of alluded to sort of finding one of them recently, that maybe some of these people will think that there is an idol that is on this beach now, and that will lead to more paranoia and more craziness. But, you know, we know that Kim already found that idol, and I don't think they're going to put another one on that particular beach. So that could be entertaining. Jeremy was talking about maybe targeting Tony in the preview. I know
that hurt your heart.
I was like,
I saw that. I was like, oh no.
I love both of you guys. Can't you both get along? Like, you know, you can both be friends. But no, I'm hoping that.
Okay, if you were on the beach, would you keep Tony? I know you want him to be your friend, but if you were a player and there was $2 million on the line, are you going to keep Tony?
Well, if I'm Jeremy, who I also want to be my friend, I would think a lot about it. I mean, I think Tony is a dangerous player. He's not directly working with Jeremy. It makes sense to try to get rid of him. I mean, I would also say, though, that I think Kim is a lot more dangerous than Tony. But with that being said, Kim has also seemingly shown a little bit more flexibility with working with Jeremy. And I think I think there is a very good possibility that Kim is just like, well, screw this. I'm not going to go to a tie vote. I'm just going to vote with Jeremy and Denise and we'll get rid of Tony.
Yeah, for sure.
Tony, you better not go to tribal council. You just need to win the immunity challenge because that might be... The only other reason I'm hopeful is because they showed this in the preview, and I know they don't always do this, but there's always that part of my brain that's like, okay, because they didn't show it in they showed it in the preview, it's not going to happen, right?
Well, maybe the challenge will be a beach race?
If the challenge is a beach, or if this is sort of like a home decoration, and it is like whoever builds the best spy shack will be declared the winner of this challenge.
Hopefully it's not a ladder challenge.
Yeah, if it's a ladder challenge, Tony should just throw himself over an edge of extinction now. All right, so finally, the Yara Tribe. There wasn't really any of them in the preview. I would assume, I guess, on some level that the pecking order is kind of similar. Are you surprised that Ben has kind of gotten closer to Sarah and Sophie than Adam has?
Yeah, I kind of am, actually. I thought, I mean, he does have a fairly good social game, but I mean, he's also such a wild card, and he's done some strange things at the beginning of this game. I mean, it seems like he's kind of found his footing a little bit better now, but... I don't know. I felt like after they got rid of Rob, it really could have gone either way. It could have been Adam's going to move in with the girls or Ben's going to move in with the girls. Like, it could have fallen either way.
I really do feel like with the call and with Sele, there is a lot of room for things to kind of be different now than they were a week ago. It feels like Yara was almost frozen in time because it doesn't actually feel like anything is different. It just feels like Adam's an obvious target. They go to tribal, they get rid of Adam, call it a day. We'll see, though. Maybe that merge is coming and CBS is just having fun at our expense and making us think that we're really going to get a full episode about the Tony foot race and the Michelle Wendell drama. But, all right, let's turn this over to you guys. What do you think is going to happen on Survivor Winners of War Episode 7? Who are you the most worried about? Share all your thoughts in the comments, and if you do like this video, give us a like, subscribe, and you can support us further by checking the link in the description to the store, and we'll see you here next time.